good day everyone. We are going to discuss Module 3 Computer Applications and Concept. For this module, we are going to introduce to you the computers and their role in our daily life, how it affects us in these modern times. We will also focus on the computer application concept with regards with hardware, software, basic network operating system, and also the information communication literacy. So we have 6 lessons under this module. So we're going to go through with that one by one. So this is the lesson 1, Introduction of Computer. Welcome to lesson 1 of module 3, Introduction to Computers. So we are in a world of computers in which computers are everywhere. We are in the era in which the technology is high-tech. So, kumbaga, we can see a lot of changes compared to before. We have the internet, we have the computers, we have some high-tech sensors. So all of this is because of the great inventions of our scientists. Without this, of course, mahirap yung transaction natin almost every day. Just imagine, we are going to deal with manual na madaming mga stuff na if we do it manually, matagal yung process. But since we have the new technology such as computers and the internet, we are in a very great advantage. Of course, we already know na meron tayong advantage and disadvantage of using computers. Now, before that, pag sinabi natin computer, it is an electronic device. Hindi siya nagmamatter sa size. Basta it is an electronic device operating under the control of instructions stored in its own memory. So these are the devices that has instructions, and it follows a concept called information processing cycle. First is it collects data, it processes data, and it outputs a data. First of all, it collects data or input. So actually, yung information processing cycle, it's input, process, and output. Now, it collects data. Ito yung mga ini-input natin on that device. And the processing is the computer itself. And it produces information or any output. Hindi to sila, by the way, pwede magka-switch na ng sequence. Hindi pwede mauuna yung output, hindi pwede mauuna yung process. Mauuna talaga yung input, followed by the process, and followed by the output. Okay? So for example, if we go into a mall, and we are going to pay our items in the cashier. Okay, first of all, the cashier will get your items. Ipapunch niya gamit yung barcode. And of course, that is already input. No? Binibigay natin yung mga items papunta sa yung data sa system unit natin, which is the processes, and it outputs an information. Okay, first of all, this is a raw data. And then it will be processed gamit yung mga computers natin. And then it will output an information such as resibo. Now, what is the difference between data and information? Pag sinabi nating data, so data is a raw fact, no? Text, it may be an image, single entity. Okay, for example, we have a name. That is a data. Name is a data. An age. An age is a data. An address is a data. No? Data lang sila. Now, ano yung information? Once the data are being gathered, it is being processed, we can consider that one as an information. For example, pag sinabi naman natin information, these are the processed data. So, yan, processed data. So, hindi ibig sabihin na data, it's already an information. Okay? Because data is just a single entity. Na binigyan ka lang something ng name or age or address. But pag sinabi naman natin information, it is a processed data. No? For example of an information, it's biodata. Biodata is considered, of course, an information because nandun lahat yung mga data ng isang tao. What does biodata include? 'Di ba, nandun yung pangalan, nandun yung edad, nandun yung address, nandun yung birthday, no? Okay, nandun din yung contact number. So, nakuha niyo, when you say information, na-collect siya, and then we are going to use that one, and we will know that, this person lives in here, ito yung edad niya, ito yung birthday niya, ito yung contact number niya. So, that is an information. Pero pag, another example is what we call death certificate. No? Death certificate. Okay. Bakit death certificate is an information? Because that certificate, no, nilalagay o binibigay sa atin yung information when siya namatay, sino yung namatay, kailan siya namatay, and ano yung cause ng death. Okay? So, death certificate is an information. And others, we have birth certificate. Of course, it's the same with certificate. It's the same with biodata. Because the birth certificate gives you the name, the age, the birthday, sino yung mama mo, sino yung papa mo, ano yung citizenship mo. So, lahat dun is makikita natin yung information sa birth certificate. Na kasi it includes the single data or mga single entities that is being combined, magiging siyang information. So, balik tayo dun sa ating information processing cycle. We have the data, a single entity being collected, kino-collect muna natin siya. It is being processed, and then gagawin naman ng process is it's either i-calculate niya, i-store niya sa database, no? And then it will turn into information. So, ganun yung processing cycle natin. It also exists in programming. So these are the components of a computer. Okay, first of all, a computer contains many electronic and mechanical components known as hardware. Pag sinabi naman nating hardware, these are the physical parts of our computer. So may it be any computer that you know, laptop, PC, we have actually madaming categories ng computer. Now we will discuss that one in the later video part. So here are the components of the computer. We have the input device, the output, system unit, storage, at saka yung communication device. Pag sinabi nating input device, this is very common. It allows you to enter data and instructions into a computer. So, for example, no, kasi ito yung mga device that allows us to put something in our computer. For example, we have keyboard, we have mouse, we have ano pa, microphone, we have webcam, no? Any device na that will allow us to enter any data, may it be sound, may it be a text, no? For example, again, it's madami to siyang mga example for the input device. Okay? Now, what about output device? Pag sinabi nating output device, ito naman din yung mga hardware na that lets people gives information to the people. Okay? So, another is the system unit, case that contains the electronic components of the computer that are used to process data. Okay. Ito naman si system unit is ito yung main part talaga ng hardware that really processes the data. We will discuss this one in lesson 2. Whereas a storage device, it writes or retrieves item to and from storage media. For example of storage devices, we have flash drive, hard disk drive, we have CD, floppy disk. No, madami tong example for the storage device that you already are using. Then we have also communication device. It enables a computer to send and receive data instructions, information to and from one or more computers or mobile devices. Ito namang communication device, this is for example modem. Now it allows us to communicate through the use of Wi-Fi. We have also the telephones. Now we use a tower for this one for us to communicate um, internationally or worldwide. So, let's discuss further muna yung input device. Okay, what is an input? An input is any data and instructions entered into the memory of a computer. Okay, for example, we have here, ayan, keyboard. It allows us to type something, no? And then the mouse, it allows us to use our mouse pointer. And also we have the touchscreen, that is an example. Madami na tayong touchscreen devices today. We have also the stylus, no? And also the graphics tablet. No, yung stylus naman yung sa phone natin. If we are going to use a pen and then we draw something in our phone, no? Gamit yung stylus. Ito namang graphics tablet. These are used for creating animations, for drawing digital paintings, no? For drawing to sila, for designing. And then we have game controllers. It's because we are trying to control the character from the game using the game controller. So kaya considered siya as an input device. And then we have the microphone, that is of course an input device because we voice out. I mean, the microphone accepts voice, no, from us, like this one. And then of course we have the webcam that enables us to give our real-time face on the online. Depende kung saan natin siya gagamitin. And then of course, we have the scanners. Yung scanners, of bakit siya considered as an input device? It's because we are going to insert, we are going to, cut. Okay. We are going to scan some images there, and then of course, yung makukuha natin na scan file, papunta siya sa ating computer. That is why it's considered an input device. We have also optical mark recognition. If you have already seen some of our board exams, no, gamit natin yung mga magsa-circle tayo dun, and then sabi din pag magte-take tayo ng NCAI, dapat maganda or okay yung kulay natin dun sa ating at the optical mark recognition is a device that allows us to enter ano yung mga in-answer ng student dun sa papel. So they are going to fill in the circle. So kaya gani sa ato ang mga exam, they always says that dapat kumpleto, no? Kumpleto yung pagkakakulay natin dun sa circle. Yan. So, it recognizes your answer. Kaya madali yung pag-check ng mga exams. Next is we have the barcode reader. Of course, this is an input device. It's because it gets an information from the products, especially dun sa mga cashiers, na para madali. Instead of typing the numbers, the barcode, I mean the unique key of the product, they will just use the barcode scanner. That is an input device because they are getting na the data papunta sa computer. And then we have also the RFID reader. I don't know if you're very familiar with this. This is actually common nowadays now. And then we have also magnetic stripe card reader like this one. We have also the MICR. You have also the data collection devices and the biometric devices. So, madaming mga input devices. It doesn't necessarily mean na computer lang talaga, like mouse, keyboard. No. Madaming input device, and input device allows you to enter data papunta sa computer. Next is, what is an output? Output is data that has been processed into a useful form. After getting the data using our input devices, yung output naman is it will also display something, no, for us to see. For example, is we have una tayo dito. Of course, we have the very common output device, which is the monitor. Without the monitor, we cannot see something. Na kasi kung puro lang tayo input, na just imagine wala kang makikita na data. If are you sure na meron na ba tayong na type or ano? Kung walang output device, we don't see anything, wala siyang display. So when you say output device, it displays something, it prints out something such as the printer, Now, usually mga LCDs now that is for graphics. That is an output device. We also have audio. Now, we have our MP3s, Bluetooth speakers. So, ganun. They are considered as an output device. So, simple lang naman ang output. No? It allows us to display, to hear something from an data no, that is being processed gamit yung computer na. Here are the advantages and disadvantages of using computers. Okay. First of all, the advantages is the speed, reliability, consistency, yung storage capacity ng computer, and of course, the communication. Without the computers, but I would like to correct this one, it's all about computers and of course, the internet na. Without the internet, we don't have much of that communication. No? And also without the internet, we don't have that much speed in terms of giving information. And of course, without also internet, we don't have this reliability then in terms of, again, communication. So all of this talks about the advantages of using and the internet. No. And of course, the disadvantages of using computers, of too much use of computers, even your cell phones, we have the health risk. It includes your eyes, no? Magkakaproblema tayo minsan sa mata kasi too much screen can really give you ano no, like mag-blur ang inyong mga mata na for sure because it happened to me. And next is disadvantage. It's a violation of privacy because, of course, nowadays, internet really has a lot of disadvantage in terms of privacy. But absolute privacy is, wala na siya nag-exist today. Na kasi, we are already giving our information and data to the internet, no? Binigay na natin lahat. Every time you put your name, your age, no, your birthday, every time you do that one, wala na tayong privacy nun. So there is no absolute privacy. Yun lang if our information is leaked, no? Lumabas siya in public, that would be a threat. Really a big threat for us. So you don't know the importance of privacy, but for me, it's really important. Now, knowing your middle name, it's already against my principle in privacy. Kasi, madaming Joanne may dilima sa buong mundo. But if you know my middle name, okay, eto pala yung distinguished niya. Nakuha niyo? So, ayun, we have the violation of privacy because it's data is the new currency no, of today's generation. Once your data is being leaked outside and then alam na nila yung password mo, alam na nila yung username mo, wala na tayong public safety din. No? Kasi it's very dapat secure tayo sa ating mga information na binibigay natin. So that is why be careful on the internet. Again, this is not just a disadvantage of using the computers. It also includes the internet. Next is we have the impact on labor force. Disadvantage siya, it's because if what there will be a day na puro technology na lang ang gumagawa, no? For example, we have those virtual na shop in which the people will just go into the shop and then pick the products that they want, then automatically deduct agad yun sa kanilang cellphone. Actually, it's already existing. It's Amazon Go Shop. You can search that one in YouTube or most probably ipa-display ko dito. And then, therefore, since wala nang masyadong tao on that shop, sinong ano nila, asan tayo magtatrabaho, no? Again, there will be a time na there are a lot of jobs na mawawala. That is why you're on a good track. Continue this one, develop your skills in technology, and then always upgrade that one. And for sure, on the later part of this generation, you are very ready na. Kasi we are in the 21st century. Kailangan natin, we are going to build up our skills. and it will affect no, the labor force. Like for example, this one, what happened with the COVID really impact the labor force. So, wala tayong income, konti lang yung income, no? Maraming natanggal sa trabaho. It's because of the COVID, and if you don't have any skills, then we have a problem on that one, no, in gaining income. And because also, pumasok na din si technology and marami ng part ng technology na pwede sila nang gagawa, pwede na walang mga tao, no? So, ganun, naging siyang disadvantage on the labor force. It is talking about the work, the livelihood of the people. And the next is we have the impact on environment. It's because of course, sa dami nating computers and devices, asa natin itatapon yung mga devices. It would be impossible na itatapon natin sa Mars kasi hindi naman tayo aabot dun. And it really affects our environment today. Kaya the scientists are building an alternative way on how to recycle all those devices. So, that is one of the disadvantage, one or more of the disadvantage of using computers. Next is, these are the categories of computers. First is we have the personal computers or what we call the PC, no? Ito yung mga desktop, commonly na sa internet cafe, commonly na sa mga bahay or laboratory. So, PC yung tawag natin dito. Next is we have the mobile computers and devices. Mobile computer, it is a personal computer you can carry from place to place. Therefore, this is a very portable devices. So for examples, we have notebook computers, laptop, no, netbooks, tablet PC, and then we have mobile device, computing devices small enough to hold in your hand. So uh, both of this, the mobile computer and the mobile device, are portable. Pag sinabi nating portable, we can carry it no, almost anywhere. But yung kaibahan ng mobile computer is that it's much bigger in size compared sa mobile device. Kasi si mobile device, this is small enough no, to hold in your hand, such as your smartphones, no, e-book readers, we have media players, digital cameras, kaya lang hawakan ng isang kamay. Unlike sa ating mga laptop na, of course, we carry it na fully, na medyo mabigat siya compared with the mobile device. Okay, for example, is we have notebook computers, tablet PCs, smartphones, and PDAs, e-book reader. So, meron pa ring e-book reader ngayon, no? And we have handheld computers, we have portable media players, na natin mga MP3, that is already a mobile device. Digital camera. So, as you can see, this is also, or these devices belongs to the category of computers pa rin. Kasi malaki kasi broad masyado yung technology. Next is we have the game consoles. This is very common. We have the mga PS4. Now, a game console is a mobile computing device designed for single player or a multiplayer video game. Madami to and it's of course mahal na very expensive yung mga ganitong devices. And then servers. So when we say servers, these are control access to the hardware, software, and other resources on a network. It provides a centralized storage area for programs, data, and information. So server naman, it exists solely for the purpose of getting a lot or big data, and then we are going to distribute that one individually sa mga by countries. For example, we have games. Yung mga games, sinasabi ng mga gamers na server 1, server 2, or server 3 tayo papasok, it means pag nasa server 1 ka na pumasok ng game, nandun yung lahat yung mga information mo. Pagpasok mo sa server 2, lahat, no, hindi mo makikita sa server 2 yung nasa server 1. Meaning, para ma-divide or para ma-solve natin yung problem with the big data, hindi pwede mag-meet lahat in a specific area. Okay? Hindi pwede lahat mag-meet. Meaning, kailangan natin sila i-divide para hindi naman masyadong log. Just imagine if all of us will meet on a certain place. Tayong lahat na in the world, hindi siya magkakasya. So, hindi siya magkakasya. So, that is why servers are created. No? to divide the problem on the big data. Next, we have the mainframes. It is a large, expensive, powerful computer that can handle hundreds or thousands of connected users simultaneously. So just imagine Facebook. Facebook is so big and it accepts billions and millions na of data every day. Just imagine every time you like, no, you comment, you share, nasisave yan sila lahat sa database. And saan natin sila isi-save? No? Sa mga mainframes natin. Okay? So, ito yung mga big database natin in which asan natin siya isa-store. It's the same with our computer. If we have our hard drive, that is para lang sa ating computer. But just imagine, lahat ng tao ang mag-a-accept nun sa data. No? So, that is why mainframes are existing. No? Kaya ganun yung ano nila. Okay, we have also supercomputer, the fastest and most powerful computers. It it is capable of processing more than 1 quadrillion instructions in a single second. Just imagine. These computers existing in NASA and Google company. These are supercomputers so fast enough that as an individual cannot buy. No? Kasi yung nalaman natin na terabyte is actually mas may meron pang malaki dun, and supercomputer is one of the most expensive computers in the world. Okay? And then we have also the embedded computer. It is a special purpose computer that functions as a component in a larger product. For example, is yung mga sabi nating embedded computers. Ito yung mga device na nilagay natin sa isang device din. For example, we have the car. No? It helps us natay GPS for us to locate saan tayo pupunta. No, it has an airbag na automatic din siya pag may nangyari, lalabas agad yung airbag. And madami, no? Kasi yung mga embedded computers are embedded in our systems, no, other systems. So these are the elements of the information system. We have the hardware, software, data, people, and procedures. The hardware, it's of course very important. Pag sabi nating information system, kompleto dapat yan sila. Una, dapat meron tayong hardware or the physical part of a computer. Next is we should have a software. It's because there is an embedded part na. Kasi hindi pwede mawala si software. And of course, hindi din pwede mawala yung data and the procedures itself. And definitely, dapat meron yung tao, the people. Sino yung gagamit nito kung walang tao? So, these are the elements of information system.